Yo, welcome to the Vibe Provider podcast. I'm your host, Caitlin Friel. And today's episode, we're going to be talking about hobbies because I feel like we need to be looking forward to things to do that aren't work. But before we get into the topic, I always do a life update, I yap your ear off, and we talk about current hyperfixations. So getting into life update, I feel like I have been off for like 2 weeks. So hopefully that's not translating over like the Vibe Provider podcast because that's not the vibe. But like when I try and like talk to friends about it, it's like when I go to tell them like, yeah, dude, it just like been off, and they're like, oh, like what's going on? And I don't even have like very good reasons to just be like not vibing. So anyways, just thought I'd update you. So next week I'm having a fresh start. So hopefully I can manifest a good week. Which actually it is going to be a good week next week. So I've just been busy with photography, but the end of next week we're going to Hawaii with friends, which is like the second time ever we're doing that because my husband Kala is from Hawaii. So whenever we go, it's like to visit family or for family things. And so this time we're going with friends, so it will kind of be a little different for Kala because normally we go home and we like eat all the good food and hit up all his favorite beaches. So this time around, I feel like we're going to be playing tourist more than usual. Fun for me. He just likes being in Hawaii, but it'll be so fun to be there with friends. We are looking forward to it. It'll be kind of quick. I feel like we're going to be spending like 4 whole days, which I guess is like a good amount. But normally when we go to Hawaii, we're there for like at least 6 to 7. But and we're going to hit up bonsai bowls. If you've been around, we love bonsai bowls. It's an acai bowl place and it's elite. And I don't mess with any other acai place except for bonsai bowls. So we're probably gonna go like every day because our friends also love bonsai bowls. So it's literally gonna be perfect. But one thing to look back on this last week was my sister-in-law planned a girls' night, and it was just like so fun and romanticized. We did like a crafts night outside in her backyard in the nighttime, and there's like she had twinkle lights up above and then the table underneath with like all the supplies we needed. And she had pressed flowers. She had been collecting flowers all summer long, and then she had all these flowers pressed that we could use, and we brought our own frames, and so we made like artwork out of pressed flowers, which was super cool. And then we had like treats and we just talked, and it was a super good time. And I'm actually so pleased with how my art turned out. I'm not a very artistic person when it comes to like a lot of artistic things. So I was pleasantly surprised. I was happy with how it turned out. And I need to find a spot for it at my house. So that was super fun. But yeah, I've just been, like I said, I've been busy with photography. I don't do weddings, but I let a family friend, talk me into doing their like reception, and I'm glad it's over with. I just get tons of anxiety with like weddings and things just because like it's such a special day, but we did it. We got through it. I've been busy with photography, like I said, so it's just like editing the past photo sessions I've done, and then also gearing up for ones that I have before our trip to Hawaii. So it's just a lot of taking photos, editing, delivering them to the clients, etc. And then we go on our trip, and I'm super excited. I think this trip is going to be at a perfect time. And then I get to go camping when we get back. So I have things to look forward to. So, but I'm just going to be busy up until I got to leave. One more thing I want to share before we get into current hyperfixations is my niece works at Bath and Body Works, and she's a homie. She told me about, I think I shared this in a past episode, but the Glossier perfume, Bath and Body Works came out with a dupe, and they came out with like a few dupes for like super popular perfumes. Anyways, the one I was interested in was, I think it's called If You Musk, and smells exactly like it, honestly. And I think it stays on you better too. Like you can smell it throughout the day. So that was awesome. I purchased. It's a way better deal, like price point. But she told me about that they have a few Sol de Janeiro dupes. I personally like the light pink one, 68, and she said there was a dupe for it, and it was called Pink Paradise. So I'm just letting the Sol de Janeiro girls know that there are dupes at Bath and Body Works, and I know that the Pink 68 one is the Pink Paradise, but they have others. I just don't know what they're called. Um, but we will find that out for you. Anyway, so I purchased such a better deal for, I'm not sure if it stays all day like the Iffy Musk one, but anyways, it was a cheaper price point. Smells exactly like it. So this is me being a homie and just letting the girlies know. We do love a dupe. Okay, but moving on to current hyperfixation. I have a few. Number one being finding Taylor Swift tickets without being scammed specifically. I just want to go so bad. I just want to see TTPD in person. I just love the album, still jamming to it. And I feel like, so, okay, I am being greedy. I've been to the Taylor Swift Eras show. But I feel like I didn't even know what I was getting myself into. I wore like jean shorts and like a Taylor Swift themed shirt and like hokas and like made some bracelets, but I totally regret my outfit. I feel like I want to go all out, like all out, like wear like a TTPD outfit, or like maybe I want to do 1989. I don't know, but I just know that I need to redo that. um so I've been like looking to buy tickets that people are trying to resell on resale websites, but they're so expensive, like nosebleeds for $3,000. And I'm like, valid, because she's great, but I just can't do that. That seems crazy. So I thought, okay, what if I find someone like trying to sell their tickets and it's not off a resale website? I mean, still they can like up the price, but hopefully not $3,000 per nosebleed ticket. And I almost got scammed, but your girl be using her brain, and I've like posted just on, I think, Facebook, and I was like, is anyone selling their tickets? And then someone I didn't know like reached out. I did it like a public post, so I could get friends of friends, to see this post, but she's like, I have 4 tickets, and she told me the price, and it was like pretty good. I was like, wow, that seems like you're selling them for like the value you paid for them. But was a scam, and we just blocked her. So that was kind of lame because I thought just maybe I have found tickets. But anyways, so I do be browsing. I do be looking all the time. And I might just go home for. Oh, by the way, my parents live in Washington, just on the Canadian-Washington border on the west side, just under Vancouver, BC. And she's going to be playing in Vancouver. And I thought to myself, maybe I'll just go visit my parents, drive up for the day, get some merch. I don't know. So, gosh, guys, I just want to go so bad again. But that's like something I'm always doing, is looking at tickets and how much they cost. And so anyways, if you're not a scammer and you want to sell me your tickets, I would love to buy them. But oh, another thing, guys, the Olympics. We love watching the Olympics. Especially I love watching beach volleyball, guys or girls. It's so awesome. They're so amazing. It's crazy. Just walking in sand is hard. So playing volleyball is wild. And they're just so athletic. And I love Ilona Mar. I don't know if that's her name or how you say it, but she is on the USA Rugby's team, and she's just awesome. I love following her. She's so funny. So I love like following her and watching her. It was so awesome to see the USA Rugby team get a medal. And yeah, it's just fun. The gymnastics, the swimming. It's so crazy that like all the people we're talking about in the Olympics are women, and so it's like just cool to see women's sports doing so well and like being talked about and celebrated, and it's just like exciting, especially for girls, or for those girl dads. And then one more thing for my current hyperfixations is I recently just bought a external flash for my camera, and I have no idea how to use it properly. So I'm excited to like go down the rabbit hole of like teaching myself how to use an external flash. And for those who don't know, when you buy like a camera, it's called a DSLR, they don't come with flash. So when it gets dark, you either like don't really take photos at night, or you have to buy a flash that you can like hook onto your camera, and then boom, then you can like take photos at night with the flash. But you have to like operate the flash and the camera to like get it to, anyways, it's a whole process. But I'm excited to learn how to use it. I'm excited because I feel like it'll make dance photos look more fun. And if you're thinking like dance photos, what do you mean? In Utah, I feel like high schoolers ask photographers to like come take their dance photos of them and their friends in like the group. And so surprisingly, like that's a lot of my clients is like dance groups. And so it's always like at night before the dance. And in the wintertime, you know, the sun goes down so early. So I think the flash will kind of like make taking photos at any time in the evening like a-okay. So we are gonna learn that flash. I've already like been watching TikToks and things, but I think I just need to get a photo friend and just be like, help me learn how to use this, because it's so weird to like buy something and I'm like, oh, I don't know how to even use this. But so I think that's gonna be a current hyperfixation the next couple of weeks to finally learn how to use a flash. So that's exciting. But that's like pretty much it. Those three things. Taylor Swift tickets, Olympics. It'll be sad when the Olympics are over. And then the Flash. That's all I've like got on my mind lately. Oh, but there is like a segment that I want to like add to the pod. And it's called Things That Can Instantly Take My Money. And things that can instantly take my money this week would be bags with a trolley strap. And if you don't know what a trolley strap is, it's like bags that you can put on your luggage that like hold on to like the handle that you like roll your bag around with, and it like won't fall off. And I love them. And I will buy any bag with a trolley strap. I have a few bags I travel with a trolley strap, but they're not the most awesome bag. Like I am looking for the most amazing personal item with a trolley strap that can go on my carry-on, that can like, I don't know. I feel like right now I have a backpack, and I feel like when I load it up with like everything I need, books, snacks, cameras, chargers, whatever, to fly somewhere, I have to stack it from like bottom to top. And so if I need something for the bottom, I'm like on the plane in the small seats trying to like get to the bottom of my bag without everything falling out, and it's annoying. So then I got this duffel, kind of like a small duffel, and yeah, I don't know. I just don't love it. Like both of them are fine. Both of them do the job. But I don't know. Maybe there's not the perfect bag out there. But if you know of one, I want to know, because like I said, any bags with a trolley strap can instantly take my money. I love a trolley strap. I don't mess with bags without one when I'm traveling. I like don't know how my friends do it. So I would love to know. Does anyone else feel like that? Like having a bag that like can stay on your carry-on is so elite. Like I cannot not have that. Anyways, so if I ever think of something that can instantly take my money, I will be telling you guys. And maybe I should make a post that what's a product that instantly takes your money, because I would love to know. But getting into topic time, we're talking about hobbies today because I have hobbies, but I feel like I need a couple more. And so I asked on Instagram for like friends and family and listeners, hobbies, and we got a lot. And then I also looked some up, and then I'm also going to share mine at the end. But we got a lot of reading. I feel like everyone's in their reading era right now. I feel like since Colleen Hoover like came out with like books, that's when I feel like reading like got big again. I have never read her books, but I do love a good rom-com. But anyways, I feel like I love being on Book Talk and seeing all the like suggestions, and I have like my favorite authors who I look for, and the authors that I love like come out with a book once a year-ish, And so I always have something to look forward to. I would say my favorite authors are Emily Henry, Sarah Adams, and Allie Hazelwood. The last book I read from Allie Hazelwood, lame. The last book from Emily Henry, I forget that Emily Henry's books like low key have like a little bit of sad story to it. And I forget that every time. And so when a book comes out, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so bomb. And then it's like low key sad. And I'm like, wow, I really be feeling all the feels. And then Sarah Adams are just like quick, happy reads. And I love them. So Sarah Adams is probably like my number one. But I'm a Rainbow Sunshine girl. So yeah. But I also actually have a podcast, but I actually have an episode with my friend who's like the biggest book talk person. She has like a book talk Instagram. She reads like 200 books a year. She is elite. So, that was with Chantel. So you can go back and listen to that if you're interested in like getting recommendations for several different genres. It was a great, great episode. So, anyways, if you're looking or interested in reading, give that a listen. Okay, we'll keep going. So, reading was a big one. We'll hear it throughout all these hobbies. But another person put singing, learning languages, and the lotto. um, I want, whenever I go to a state that sells lottery tickets, I always want to buy them, but I'm always like, dude, you're never gonna win. Like, you're just giving someone free money. So, I always have to remind myself of that. But I'm sure she loves the mystery of like if she's gonna win or not. Learning languages. So for those of you who don't know, my husband is from Hawaii and he speaks, I would say, fluent Hawaiian. Um, he took Hawaiian for 6 years. He can speak it, understand it. And that's one thing that I really want to learn. And so maybe this was like a sign. um, I really want to learn Hawaiian, so then our kids, we can teach them the language and phrases and things, just so they're cultured and they know like that side of them. So I feel like I need to like download one of those language apps that like help you learn a language. At one point I looked into like if a college teaches Hawaiian around us and I could like just go take that one class. So that reminds me that I should probably look that up again and see. But learning the language is so hard. I would love to know if it like languages comes easy to people because it could not be me. Um, this person says water aerobics. Funny that she says that. I've actually taken a water aerobics class and it was pretty fun. Um, the last one I took, I like tried to take it like as serious as I could. And it was actually like I was actually like feeling it. Like I was feeling my muscles working. So, I love that. This person said anything for my doggos, and that is so relatable. I feel like when you just love your pet so much, you just want them to have like good days too. So some days, me and Kala will like try and like do fun things. You like take them to the park, take them on a hike, let them go sit in a river, get a cheeseburger from McDonald's. So that's so cute. Um, this person said the gem art kits are super entertaining. And then they also said watercolor painting. I find super easy tutorials on TikTok. Watercolor painting is so pretty to me. I wish I could. So now that she said there's super easy tutorials on TikTok, I'm like, maybe that's something I can get behind. This person said anything creative, crocheting, beading, etc. I feel like a lot of people love to be creative. This person said crafts. Ooh, this one says baking sourdough bread. Kala was in his sourdough era for like a couple of months there, and it was the most amazing thing ever. Having fresh sourdough bread is just so elite, and then when you can eat it warm with butter and jam, I like, me and Kala have been talking. We're like, you need to bring the sourdough bread back, and he's like, I know. I just like, I should take on that hobby so like Kala doesn't have to worry about it. But sourdough is just like not that easy. Like it's kind of time consuming. So, but it's so yummy. So I just gotta teach myself how to do it so we can always have some fresh sourdough. This one was from a dad. He said playing with kids, golfing, gaming, going out with the fam. But my friend actually is taking up golf and she's really enjoying it, but she also is very athletic, so things kind of come easy for her. So I'm not sure if golf is something that's easy to pick up or not, but this person said painting. This person said scrolling TikTok. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably one of my current hobbies is scrolling TikTok, and I'm not proud of it, but it's so entertaining. Oh, this one I so wish was me. Bullet journaling. I am so intrigued by bullet journaling. And now that I said that out loud, my phone probably heard me, and I'll probably be seeing bullet journaling TikToks. And they're so cute and fun, and I love it. And it gives scrapbooking vibes, and I just think it's so fun and cute, but I just like can't do it. Like I forget to track my habits. I forget to track my moods. I'll do it for a few days and then like it will be like 5 months, and then 5 months will pass by. And so it's kind of frustrating because I feel like I can't ever, I don't know, when I've never been successful at journaling or bullet journaling. And for people who are, it's so impressive. And I love that for you. Another person put diamond art. Someone put going to classes at the gym, which I do also enjoy. My friend Emily, who we did the Taylor Swift episodes with, um, she got me back going back to the gym, and she does workout classes. And so we found a few that we've actually really liked. And one of them, which I was so surprised about, was called Pop Pilates. And it was just like a Pilates class with like good music. And so anyways, it made me like, I think a workout with good music, I feel like is more bearable. This person put watercoloring and browsing secondhand stores. That's another thing I wish I could do is like find awesome finds at secondhand stores, like the gems, the treasures. I wish I could find them. I feel like I'm not very good at being patient and like looking through the racks and finding those gems, but there are people out there who find it. It's my sister-in-law, actually. She finds gold at the thrift stores, and she is like the thriftiest queen. I love it. Honestly, I love hearing all the things she finds. If I like ever compliment something, she's like, "Oh, got it at the thrift store." She finds her kids' clothes, their shoes, their sporting equipment. Like she can find it all, and it will always look awesome too. And same goes with that friend who actually commented that hobby. She finds amazing gems at the thrift store. I think she found like an awesome dress she ended up wearing to Europe. She always has like the best jean shorts, and they're all thrifted. People just have an eye when it comes to secondhand stores. Next person put reading books, manga, or webtoons. And I think webtoons, I looked it up. It's like comics or like anime, and same with mangas, anime. Next person put coloring. Someone put reading and napping. I wish I could be a napper. I used to be able to fall asleep for sure. And like now, I hate that I'm gonna say this, but now that I'm older, if I like go lay down, I just like end up, I could be so tired and I just lay there. Or if I do fall asleep, I won't be able to fall asleep later. And that used to not be me. I used to be able to like take a nap, go to bed later. And now I just can't. And it's low key sad. But when one of those 30-minute naps hit and it feels like it gave you 10 more years of life, and you wake up and you're like, I can do anything, I love those naps. But those are few and far between. This person said, read and eat out. We love trying new foods, new restaurants. That's Kalal. He loves to find a new restaurant or try something new. This person put needle felting, which I don't know what that is. Oh, and I love that they put this. They said needle felting for a lazy hobby. I love that she phrased it like that because I think it's okay to have lazy hobbies and like slow yourself down. Honestly, it could be like a form of self-care. I guess hobbies are self-cares, but especially like ones that like you can slow down and chill and relax while doing it. I feel like that goes along with reading. You end up reading and like finding a cozy spot, getting your water, your little snack, and then just like reading for a couple of hours is just like the best. So maybe reading would be like my lazy hobby. And then she also put following a new recipe book with my husband. And I think that's a great hobby. Like finding a hobby to do with your significant other is, I feel like, low-key pretty important. So me and Kala used to have pickleball. We haven't really done it much recently, so I feel like me and Kala should find a hobby that we can do together. I will say, when me and Kala did pickleball last summer, I feel like we were so tight. Um, I mean, I think things are like still great, but I really do think it's important to have like a hobby, especially with your partner. This person put learning about bees, and we're gonna become beekeepers within the next 6 months. So that's kind of crazy. I know the mic cells. I used to work for them. They are influencers slash like YouTubers slash business owners slash they have a farm now, and they're the most fun people to follow. Um, and they have bees, and they're like harvesting honey, and so it's fun to follow along. So I know nothing about beekeepers, but they said that they've been like learning all they can, and so that's awesome. This person put puzzles. It brought me back to when I was super into puzzles. I ended up getting a puzzle board that like spins. It's like on a Lazy Susan. It's so huge, and I have nowhere to keep it, and so it's like up against the wall in our guest room. And I haven't like done a puzzle in so long because I feel like like it's hard to leave a puzzle out because I feel like my pieces go missing, and it's so frustrating when you get to the end and you're like, I don't have any more pieces left, but there's spots that need to be filled. So I kind of like got angry with puzzles, and I haven't done one in a while, but they were so fun in them. Maybe we'll pull them back out for like fall and winter cozy vibes when I need to like start watching Gilmore Girls again or something, and we'll like puzzle. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll set the mood for like puzzling. I have to set the mood for puzzling and reading. I like it to be cozy. I like the big lights to be off and like the small lights to be on. We are a lamp family. We do not have big lights on. And big lights are the lights that are like up ahead and really bright in like the room. So we like turn off all the lights and we put on lamps for like warm, low lighting. So I do love. It's very the ambiance is good. This person said listening to music while scrolling Pinterest. I feel like Pinterest was so big when I was in high school and like college, and then it kind of like fell off, and I feel like it's getting big again. And I think influencers are using Pinterest as like a platform. And anyway, so I feel like Pinterest is like getting big again. So that's fun. I feel like I want to like restart my Pinterest. Like I feel like all my stuff is from like 2011 to 2013, and so it's like all outdated, but I feel like I need to make a new one of like all the things I'm currently interested in now. But I feel like that's a big project to do. And they also put being addicted to my phone. I will say I'm feeling the chokehold of my phone lately. I feel like it's like really messing with my ADHD and my focus and my attention, and I'm not really loving like I love my phone. Obviously, I probably no, I am addicted. I love watching TikTok, all the things I'm on currently. Like I'm always constantly scrolling social media platforms and things, and it's been crossing my mind lately to like do a social media fast. So I feel like I just need to log out of the apps. So if I'm ever tempted to like get on my phone and scroll, I can't. But I feel like I've definitely felt the effects of it lately. Um and yeah, it could definitely use a little break. Not like anything that's like I don't really have issues of like comparing myself to other people on the app or like being jealous or anything. It's mostly just like affecting my time management and getting things done. And so it's frustrating when I have a to-do list and it is not getting completed like I'd hoped. So that's kind of like what I'm struggling with. I'm curious to see for this person being addicted to their phone if they are having any side effects from phone usage or what. And lastly, we have another person that wrote sourdough. But I wanted to share some of my hobbies, and I would definitely say photography. I would say I do photography more as a job than a hobby, but I do enjoy it as a hobby. Especially when I like go on trips or vacations or visiting somewhere new. I love to capture architecture or fun colors or sceneries, landscape, etc. Um, and another thing that kind of goes with photography is I like making fun carousels for your Instagram. If you've ever seen someone who's like made a carousel of photos and like one photo continues onto the next slide, I do love like piecing those together with photos from my trip. It looks like a it kind of looks like a little scrapbook, a little digital scrapbook kind of. Um But one thing that I want to start doing, but it's just overwhelming, is actual scrapbooking. I follow this girl named Ashley Ray, and on Instagram it's like Ashley Ray with a ton of E's after. So it's like Ashley Ray. I don't know how many E's, but she's a content creator. She has recently been scrapbooking and she's like on page 4, but she's been documenting each page and it's so cute and it's giving me the itch to scrapbook because I have all these photos from the years of being married to Kala and like our life, and they're just on our phones or computers, and I would love to have them somewhere physically. But just yeah, scrapbooking just seems it's kind of like the bullet journaling. Like it's just overwhelming. If I start, will I finish? Anyways, I would love to scrapbook though. Maybe I need to like sign up for a scrapbooking class or something. Um Anyways, and then is organizing a hobby because I'm like trying to get more organized. I went through some closets in our guest room and I made like a big pile of things to get rid of, and I like had when we had like a family dinner, I had my sister-in-law and niece and nephew like go through the things and pick out what they wanted before we took it all to the Goodwill. And it felt good. It felt good to get rid of things that we're not using. It's So I'm not an organized person, but being organized helps me be able to thrive better in my home. And so going through that closet makes me want to go through the next one, and then eventually, like, gosh, my room, clothes. The clothes is the hardest one. And we don't have like the best closet, so it's kind of all packed in there and you can't really see where everything is, and you'll forget about things, and I hold on to things thinking I'll wear it. So anyways, I want to be an organized queen, and I watch all those organizing TikToks with the fridge or the pantry or the closet, and I so want that to be me. Um and then maybe cooking. And when one of the listeners said um having a new recipe book and making recipes with my husband, I'm like, that seems like a great hobby to have with your spouse. So last thing before I let you go, I went on Reddit and I tried to find some new hobbies for all of us. And there was actually a lot. I'm just gonna read a few: cycling, making bread, pickling/preserving plants and veggies, making homemade pasta, bouldering, cross stitch, sea fishing, spending a few hours on the beach, macrame, playing piano, yoga, running, drawing, sketching, trying new recipes, going to live comedy or music gigs. Anyways, that's just a few. I swear, I could have just kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And it's so fun to hear everyone's hobbies. I could have scrolled and scrolled and scrolled. It's so fun to hear how people spend their time and what hobbies that they love to do, no matter if they're good or bad at it. And I'll have to update you in the future if I end up taking up scrapbooking, because the more I think about it and talk about it, the more I want to do it. So who knows? But anyways, I hope this episode sparked a fire under you to maybe pick up some hobbies or do the hobbies that you love that you just haven't had time for. I think it's super important to spend time doing things that you love, and so you don't get burned out on the lame work stuff. And anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next week. Bye.